My name is Gary Losier. I'm the Director of Engineering and Works for the town of Quispamsis. It's in New Brunswick in Canada. When I look at my small community and look at the uniqueness of it, you have to be specialized, you have to be able to adapt, and as a small community, what I found with the involvement is that you get a lot of examples of how you can be efficient, a lot of examples of how you can innovate, and with that, it means that your community has the ability to turn on a dime. You can look at an innovation, you look at a trending technology and decide, that's something that I'd like to try. And as a small community, you have that capacity. You can do that because you're not maybe bogged down in the hierarchy or the red tape. The first example, and I believe it was out of Atlanta way back in one of the congresses, it was that they were talking about snowplows and how you could track them, and with the AVL on snowplows. And in our chapter, there's no communities that were using AVL on snowplows, and I brought it back to my supervisor, to my CAO, and said, I'd like to try this, and I got free rein to try it. And in the first year, we saved $60,000 by tracking the amount of salt that we put down, and actually paid for a salt dome. And so ever since then, anytime that I've come back with an idea from Congress or PWX now, it's an easy sell because you can make a business case for it. Okay, we're going to try it on 2 units or 4 units. We actually partnered with a company that was trying to introduce it, so it benefited us both because we were the first customer, and we were the first in our chapter to try it, and we got a discount on the equipment and the airtime, but we actually saved money on the salt. So it was a great win-win all the way around. The most fulfilling thing about working in a small community, it's funny. It's because my kids don't want to go grocery shopping with me anymore, essentially, because you go to the store and something that you should be buying 5 minutes worth of bread, a loaf of bread, some meat or something, and you get the neighbors will stop you and ask you about something, and you know that they're getting an impact right there, and so now a 10-minute grocery store is turning into a half-hour trip to the grocery store that nobody wants to go with you to the grocery store, and sometimes it's not good. Sometimes they're there to complain about what's going on, but most of the time they're there and say, well, listen, thank you very much. You helped me out. My yard was flooding. The traffic calming issue in my neighborhood was bad. Now I've seen a difference. They actually connect with you, and with a small community, you're usually that face, and so they're not shy to come up to see you. Your community of neighborhoods, you're there. It's your community, and that's the best thing about a small community. It belongs to you. You take ownership. It turns it into an opportunity because now you've got other people that said, yeah, my council or my mayor or my CAO wasn't in favor until I said this. And I think we all have that type of challenge. How do you justify making a decision? How do you justify a certain program? By being involved with other people with communities in your same size, you have that ready-made example ready for you.